Hi everyone! In my previous video about the return to Monkey Island, I had tried to provide some answers and clarification to questions fans have about the upcoming game and address some of the criticism the announcement has received so far. As mentioned there, Ron Gilbert's personal website grumpygamer.net was down, showing the message below. On May the 1st, however, the website was restored again, including a lengthy post from Ron Gilbert who responds to the criticism he received so far. In this video, we will try to break down and analyze what new information Ron Gilbert has provided and the answers he gave to the main topics and concerns fans had raised. After the announcement of the return to Monkey Island and the revealed teaser trailer and screenshots, the backlash from fans was mainly due to the new game's art direction or art style in general. A smaller portion of the fans criticized the fact that it did not feature pixel art, but the majority found the revealed art style too stylized and modern. A lot of them also shunned the revealed animation to be barebone and generic. In his post, Ron Gilbert tried to provide answers for all those concerns. Regarding pixel art, he mentioned that I have made one pixel art game in my entire career, and that was Thimbleweed Park. Monkey Island 1 and 2 weren't pixel art games. They were games using state-of-the-art tech and art of the time. If I had stayed and done Monkey Island 3, it wouldn't have looked like Monkey Island 2. We would have kept pushing forward, and Day of the Tentacle is a good example of that. As I had mentioned in my previous video, Ron Gilbert wants to continue the evolution of the Monkey Island franchise, trying new and modern artistic styles. He had paid his homage to pixel art with his previous game Thimbleweed Park, but the return to Monkey Island will be a new chapter of an old series created for the technology today. As he writes in his website, I did not want Return to Monkey Island to be just a throwback game. I wanted to keep moving Monkey Island forward because it's interesting, fun and exciting. It's what the Monkey Island games have always done. The other aspect of the art direction of the Return to Monkey Island was the criticism behind the look and feel of the upcoming game and the choice of Rex Crowell to helm the design and animation. To a lot of fans, his style seems too stylized and even childish, and the animation shown too generic. Regarding these choices, Ron Gilbert has stated, I wanted the art in Return to Monkey Island to be provocative, shocking, and not what everyone was expecting. Rex is an amazing creative force, and we have a team of incredible artists, animators, sound designers, programmers and testers, all pouring their souls into this game, and it's beautiful to see, play and listen to. Now, this is a tough nut to crack. Art can be universal, but it can also be a matter of personal choice. I, for one, do not like this type of designs, and to me they look like the style animation shows adapted back in the late 90s and early 2000s that basically ruined Saturday morning shows for me. If I had a say in this, I would prefer 1,000 times to see something like the recently released Gibbous adventure game. It was made by a small indie team of 3 people, but still it had amazing designs and character animation that would look amazing in the Monkey Island setting. This though is where we as fans are wrong, to my opinion. Monkey Island is not ours, and honestly, Ron Gilbert and his team do not owe anyone anything. Yes, we love the franchise, yes, we have supported it all these years, but this is where our role more or less ends. When fans start acting like they own a work of art, a movie or a video game is usually when things go sour. We should let the team, and especially Ron Gilbert, make the game he envisioned, and then we can have our opinions on whether it was good, true to the original or not. It is one thing to be demanding and raise the bar for what you want and expect from a game, and a different thing to believe you own it and the team must answer to you or me or anyone. As Ron Gilbert writes in his website, "When I started this game, my biggest fear was Disney wouldn't let me make the game I wanted to make, but they have been wonderful to work with. It is ironic that the people who don't want me to make the game I want to make are some of the hardcore Monkey Island fans, and that is what makes me sad about all these comments." To me, this sums up all the criticism. Imagine yourself putting your mind and soul into a new project, one that must be true to the original that actually made you who you are today, and to constantly have to think if you will please John or Jane Doe, or if hardcore fan X will find a minor continuity issue here and there. I honestly believe that if that was the way to go, most of the franchises we know and love today would never have been made. To me, Monkey Island is about fun, humor, amazing and lovable characters, fourth wall breaking jokes, and settings that I love. Art is important, of course, but more importantly is if the new game will be true to the Monkey Island psyche. It is as Ron Gilbert concludes in his post saying, "The game would be the game I wanted to make. I don't want the pressure of trying to make the game you want me to make. I would vanish for long periods of time. I would not constantly keep you updated or be feeding the hype machine. I'd show stuff that excited me or amused me. If you let me do those things, you will love the game. That I promise." That was all for the response Ron Gilbert and his team gave on the criticism he received after the announcement of the return to Monkey Island. I will follow the story in the coming days and update with a new video where new information is available. You can find a lot of videos about adventure games in my channel, like the full history videos about Quest for Glory, Space Quest, King's Quest, Gabriel Knight, Loom, Full Throttle, and a 2-hour documentary on the history of the genre with the rise and fall of the adventure games. If you like the content of my channel, please consider supporting it by subscribing and turning on the notifications for it. You can also support me on patreon.com. Thank you all for watching.